Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm back. Omar, you want to say hi to everyone? Yeah? Come here. So, Omar has gained a lot of weight since the last time you see him. I just upgrade his food to something a little bit more expensive, so hopefully that can help him. Say hi. So heavy. Okay, it's been a while. I almost forgot how to record a video. To be honest, I almost pushed the recording today to tomorrow because right now it's almost 9 o'clock. And honestly, because I haven't done this for such a long time, I wasn't sure if I was able to still talk on camera. So today's video, I want to catch up with you a little bit what has been going on in my life, give you a little bit update. Especially I want to discuss about my job, my new job. Yes, I changed my job. But first thing first, how are you guys? I really need to ask you this because you have no idea how much I miss you. It's like I'm missing a friend that I have been chatting and sharing. Sometimes when you guys leave a comment, you let me know what has been going on in your life, what's your struggle in your creative life, in your writing, in your filmmaking career, and then all of those things has been the things that fuels me. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. You are the one who give me energy, and then those meaningful conversation has been keep me going, as well as make me feel like I'm not alone in this journey. This has probably been one of the biggest part that I feel missing for the past 5 months. I'm thinking about getting back to YouTube. I was thinking about you. I miss you guys, and I'm sure my kitten miss you too. Yeah, please let me know. How have you been? What have you been up to? What are you working on? Let me know in the comment. I really want to get those conversations going again. And I know I said I'm coming back to YouTube multiple times, and every time I only come back for like 2 or 3 videos and I'll disappear. But this time I want to try it. I really want to try it. I think the biggest part is I'm having a difficult time to record video and also editing them. Editing really takes time, and maybe I'll just get an editor. It's very clear I'm not used to getting back to record video because my thoughts are all over the place. If you want, you can totally put me in the background because I'm not going to cut to any inserts or anything. A lot of great video is going to come up soon, vlogs, filmmaking related, but in this video it will be just me talking and sharing things with you. And please go wash your dishes, do your laundries, and put me right next to you as if I'm doing the chore with you. Last time when I was talking to you, I was still working at my day job, but very part-time. Last year around maybe October, November, I was extremely burned out. One day when I was in a car, I looked into the sky, and then just randomly there was a voice in my head talking to me very loud and giving me goosebumps. It goes roughly like this: just step down from your day job and you're gonna be okay. And I promise something good is going to happen soon. And then that fear of losing income, the fear of stepping down from my day job has been with me for such a long time. And all of a sudden, when I hear that voice, the fear was all gone. There was like a sense of certainty that I'm going to be okay. Like anything is gonna be better than this. So that's when I made the decision. And then in January, I talked to our district manager and I told her that I'd like to step down from my position, and I'm going to only be able to work 2 days a week. That's going to be super part-time, and my income is going to drastically drop to barely can put a food on my table. Right after I done that, I got job offer as a contractor to direct a vertical mini series, and it just happened almost simultaneously, as soon as I made myself available, I got a job opportunity that's filmmaking related. It's almost felt like somebody has been planning this for me. I took on that job and I tried my best, and it was absolutely one of the happiest thing happened to me because I loved every minute of it. It was exhausting too, but I loved every minute of it. And after that, because I stepped down from my job and I was working very little, so I started making some YouTube video and spent more time on YouTube while waiting for that project released. While I was trying to take care of myself, recover my creativity, and then recovering from my burned out, the company that I directed the miniseries for has offered me a full-time position as a film director. Yeah. So basically, I was a little bit scared and then hesitant for a bit because working as a full-time director means I have to work project from project back to back. It's going to be a lot of work. I was worried I'm going to get burned out pretty fast because I know how much work put into make each series. If you don't know yet, those miniseries usually entire stories length is like a feature film length. Usually it's from 90 to over 100 pages now. So it's pretty long. It's like 90 minutes to 2 hours of worth of storytelling. And then the turnaround is really fast. From prep to film to release, it's just going to be 2-3 months. So working full-time means I have to prep and film. And while I'm doing post-production, I have to prep and film my next project. So I knew it was very intense. But I just had this gut feeling. Also, I really, really like my executive producer. Like, I can see the passion that she has towards filmmaking because herself is a film director. And that really kind of got me to think maybe I should give it a try. And I took the job. And because of how difficult the directing job is going to be, so I completely left my day job and then switched to working as a film director full-time. In the beginning, I was in the process of trying to understand this vertical content. The company I'm working for, it's called Crazy Maple Studio. The app that we release all the mini-series that we made, it's called Real Short, REELSHORT. Anyway, and then just after I joined Real Short and started making my next content, through each content, I started learning more and more about this vertical format. In the beginning, I had such a difficult time to even be sure where I'm going to put a camera, how I blocking a position, the characters, stuff like that. And then now I'm at the place that when I'm looking at the script, I'm thinking vertically, and almost like we are developing a new cinematic language. And I think that's probably my favorite thing about this. It's just like you get to be one of the group of people to do something first. And whatever you learned or you figure out is going to be something new. Wait a second. Alright guys, I'm back. My camera just died. That feeling of discovery of something new that you might not even be able to find online or in textbook, it's a new knowledge that you acquired through working, through experimenting, is probably one of my favorite thing to do for this job. I want to be honest. I don't want to make it sound like this job is the perfect thing ever. because everything comes with its difficulties. I just feel in general that I'm very grateful that I get to do what I like to do full time and then get paid for doing that. A lot of difficulty is coming from that, trying to navigate through different productions. Each time I'm working with different producers, there's a lot of difficulty of making movie. If you are a filmmaker, you know what that feels like. Just imagine doing that within a month or two to complete a feature-length story. You are going to encounter a lot of problems, and then you still need to solve them. Other difficulties might be coming from because it's a very new language, so I wouldn't say that's a difficulty, but it's a new language, so we need to constantly learn. And sometimes you might do things as an experiment. You try things out, you framing up a shot, you blocking people a certain way, you do certain camera movement within the limited time that you have, under the pressure of nobody know if it's gonna work. All of those are kind of adding a lot of pressure to the job itself. When I say it doesn't really count as a difficulty, because to me it's more of like a challenge, and it's a happy challenge. I think it's also have some aspect of my personality. I'm very I wouldn't say perfectionist, but a lot of time my perfectionism is holding me back to do things. But when it comes to filmmaking, I really like to try new things. I really like to challenge myself. So there's constant struggle between my perfectionism and the trying. So a lot of things I do for this job is operating towards my fear. But the good things, because how intense the job is, I don't have many times to doubt myself, to overthink, and a lot of time almost every single project there are many decisions I made. I feel so scared, and I did it anyway. And the majority of the time the reward is incredible, because I wouldn't know how great something is unless I did it. And then that's something I find it's happening over and over through this job, is I'm not sure about something, I'm scared of something, I don't have time to overthink about it, I just do it, and they came out great. Sure, there are times that feels like we failed, but even the failure doesn't feel hurt or terrible. I think this is one of the things I like the company that I'm working for, is as long as I'm not going crazy, as long as I kind of set some limits, I can try things out and I can experiment with things to kind of in order to discover something cooler, something new. And fun fact, I have a show that will be released soon. It will be my third show that will be released. There are some shots in that show that I'm very proud of, because I haven't seen people done it, and I feel like it really helped with those energies and emotions in the scene, and I'm looking forward to see people's reaction about that. For now, I made 4 miniseries already, and that's all about 90 to 100 minutes, so it's like a full feature-length storytelling, and that's how much work I have been doing. That's why I had a really difficult time to pick up my camera to record videos, things like that, but I miss you guys so much that I really want to come back and then get back to YouTube. I did bring my camera on set and record a lot of footages, behind the scenes stuff. I can't really release them yet until the project is out. Once the project is released, I can share more behind the scenes stuff with you as a format of coffee chat or vlog, things like that. So maybe that's something you would be interested in. Please let me know. And if you like to see working on set stuff, there are also things sort of limited what I can share, whatnot, because it's filmmaking. There's a lot of non-disclosure stuff that I can't really always talk about, but I promise every time once stuff is released, when there's a publicity coming out, will let you know what I can let you know, and I will share what I know with you knowledge wise that I can share with you here. Most of my co-workers are amazing, talented, creative people, and I made a lot of friends through working on set as well. People who maybe not working for the company but working as a freelancer. And I also worked with a lot of amazing actors and became friends with them through those few months. One of the things I feel really proud is my company, Real Shore. The company started a few years ago, but it really picked up last year because one of the show blew up online. And then after that, the company made a lot of shows that getting a lot of attention. This year, Real Shore, the app, technically Crazy Maple Studio, the mother company for Real Shore, has been selected as Time Magazine Top 100 Most Influential Company. We also did something very special for my last project, and I can't wait for that come out and then share with you. But until that day, I'll keep that as a secret. If you want to know the update, you know what to do. Click subscribe and I'll let you know once it's out. Anyway, those are the things I want to share with you about my directing job. So besides directing, since I constantly getting burned out from directing, I start messing around with my hobbies, and I got a new hobby. I really want to share that with you. My new hobby is keyboard. I know it's kind of random, but I need to show you this. I'm starting getting a lot of money invested in mechanical keyboards. Look at this bird. Isn't that cute? That's the actual key. Well, anyway, this keyboard I built from Lego. It's actually not that expensive. It's KBD fans Lego keyboard, and I built it from scratch, if you can see. So I started building a lot of custom mechanical keyboard. They are a rabbit hole because even though some keycaps and key switches and then keyboard case might not as expensive when you see just the parts, but when they put together, they add up quickly. And then there are hundreds, thousands of different keyboard switches out there. So I start kind of getting addicted and buying a lot of different keyboard switches. When I got keyboard switches, I want to get a new keyboard to put the switches in. So I start looking into keyboards, and there are so many different materials making keyboard that I have metal ones, aluminum ones, I have transparent plastic ones, I have a keyboard made out of acrylic board. Is that the word? Acrylic? Acrylic? I don't know. You know, those plastic like board. So I become very invested in keyboards. I went to this year's keyboard meetup in Los Angeles. It's a big event with all the keyboard gurus on social media, and then a lot of people who are collecting keyboards, and they just bring their keyboard there, and so I can touch them. So we can touch them. Not I, but everybody can touch them. That's one of the things I feel most addictive about keyboard is you can't really touch a good mechanical keyboard anywhere unless you go to a meetup event like that, because they are very hard to get. All the parts a good board, a very expensive board, limited edition boards are very difficult to get and find. I was trying to buy a keyboard when it's out, and in just 2 minutes after you launch, it's all gone. Hundreds of keyboards. It's limited, but still there's 500 of them and it's gone. I couldn't get them. Things like that. And a lot of keyboard require group buy, which means a lot of people ordering together and shipping from Asia. In general, it's just because it's so hard to get, and there's so many different keycaps and different switches, and just in general a lot of options and a lot of limited editions. That's I think what made a keyboard very addictive. But all my keyboard types differently, they feel differently. I'm just keep talking. Okay, I have to admit it, I have a problem. So that's a new thing. I have a problem. I have a keyboard problem. And what can I say? I'm trying to control myself, not wasting too much money on the keyboards. But if you are okay, I'm going to start posting some keyboard video on my channel, because I'd like to share things with you that I like on this channel. And perhaps you like a keyboard too, because there's a big chance that if you're watching this video, you're a filmmaker, screenwriter, or writer in general, because that's what my channel is about. So maybe one day you're going to build your own beautiful mechanical keyboards. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but when I'm talking about keyboard, my energy shifts. Anyway, so aside from keyboards, I also started a journal again. So I have been journaling. Made a mess. Anyway, I have been journaling with my Hobonichi planner. Isn't that cute? And I actually just went to Hobonichi pop-up today in Los Angeles. But I also ordered a lot of 2025 Hobonichi stuff, and then once I receive my order, I'll also make a Hobonichi unboxing video. Anyway, so that's what I have been doing. Journal. That's company event with a lot of actors and social media influencers that we did at a real shore. Pictures on the red carpet, and me is the green one with the actors that I worked with on the carpet, things like that. My journaling stuff, I got a lot of stickers. I also got little photo printer. I recorded an unboxing video. Maybe I'll post it as a short, something like that for you, or I'll talk about my journaling stuff later in this channel. I don't know if that's okay, and how do you feel about this? Please let me know in a comment. That I want to make this channel a little bit more casual, and then share more about behind the scene of filmmaking, working on set, working on projects, share more about my hobby, keyboards, as well as journaling stuff, and then reading, movies, pretty much the things I have been doing. But I want to make everything feel a little bit more homey and casual for you. I will make it work. And yeah, anything else I need to update with you? Oh, also, I'm also reading this book. You probably already know, but I'm also in creativity recovering journey as well, because I made 3 film back to back, and I'm pretty much burned. At one point I look at the scripts and I was like, I can't feel anything. Speaking of that, I almost forgot to share this with you. One day I realized I'm getting paid to feel, and that's my job as a director. It happened when I was on set of my last project, and I was watching the monitor carefully, seeing the performance. I find myself fully soaked into whatever the feeling was in that scene. And then after the scene was done, I was very moody. And then I realized I was making all the decisions based on how I feel this whole time. And then that's such a interesting thing, because I'm a very sensitive person. I'm highly sensitive, HSP, as what people call it. And be able to get paid to feel and use that as my strength. Just think about that. It's so amazing. A lot of the time we think it might be because of filmmaking skills, that too, but also once a shot is set up, when you see the camera movement, when you see the performance, whether or not it works, it's based on how you feel. If you feel it works, it works. If you don't feel it works, it doesn't work. Just like I find myself always act differently after filming different scenes. For example, I get really hype and then very energetic when we're making a comedy scene. Some scenes that's really fun to make. And then I get really quiet, and people literally ask me, are you okay? After we filmed a very dark scene, a scene that's very sad. Not only me, but entire production, the set, everybody's whispering, it become quiet, and everybody is almost like preparing for the feeling. I feel I'm sharing a lot today. Since you know now what I do for a living, and then you know what I'm interested in, what my hobby is, ask me questions. Let me know what you want to see. As long as I'm allowed to share, I will share with you. And share your life with me. Tell me, how are you? How have you been? Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to eat my very late 10 o'clock dinner. I will see you soon, because I have a vlog that's done a long time ago, and I'm gonna share that with you first. One last thing, I did a desk makeover, and then I record a bunch of video over that process. I'm going to make my new desk setup video for you. I love my desk right now. Everybody loves my desk when they see it. I need to share that with you as well. Anyway, okay. Thank you for being here and then chatting with me. I will see you soon. And trust me, I will see you soon. I will be back. Be patient, be present, and stay creative. See you later. Bye.